Hey, this is Rye Wolf, and today we are going to be making a suitcase kick drum. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to test it out and see how it sounds. All right, so here's the suitcases I found at some thrift stores. They were 10 bucks a piece. This one is an American Tourister. Thought it sounded pretty good in the store. This one is a Royal Traveler, the brown one. It's the bigger of the three, and I think it's all plastic. And then this one is an old Samsonite, which I think is made of some like wood composite. And I think that's the one I'm gonna shoot for. It's smaller, but I think it's gonna sound pretty good. We'll give it a shot. So I have this old Pearl Protone drum head, and it's too big for the suitcase, and probably too big for anything you'd want for a suitcase drum anyway. So I'm gonna take the head off and then take some of this hardware off so I can use these to mount onto the suitcase so it stabilizes it. All right, so the drum head is off, as you can see, and I'm just gonna go in here and unfasten these screws right here so I can take this piece off and attach it to the suitcase for the legs. Okay, so it's really important to make sure you know the orientation of your suitcase, because like I said, I was gonna use the Samsonite, and you can see that it's pretty small. So if I'm looking at the beater head, it would be hitting too high for the tone that we want. So it would be up here. Now maybe on this one it could work if it was flat. So for this one, I'm gonna end up turning it like this so the beater head is more center. It gets more of that kick drum sound. Another thing to note here is that I also bought these door stops just in case, and I'm probably using them on one of the other suitcases, but you know, if you don't have access to an actual stand or leg, then maybe a door stop will work. So I've got those two. All right, so drilled a couple holes through and then attached with these washers, which brought the screws through, and attached the legs here on the back. It's important to measure. Make sure you measure, try to get the distance right between them so they're even or high enough off the ground. And then also make sure you're measuring the holes. I had to go back and redo it a couple times, but yep, there it is. The other thing I got here are these heavy duty gripping pads. And I'm just gonna put them here on the corners right here to help just for more stabilization. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna attach this door hinge to the pedal that will directly tie into the bottom of the suitcase to keep it from slipping away and keep it all together. I had another option, I could have used that, but it didn't seem to be as, I don't know, it was just too far spread out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one and see how it goes. All right, so hopefully you can see this. I've turned the suitcase upside down, and I'm going to mount the pedal to the bottom of the suitcase. And the way I'm gonna do that is I've already mounted it to the pedal with some screws and washers. And then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna mark with the Sharpie where exactly this is gonna go, and try to, I'm eyeballing it, but I'm gonna try to put it in as center as I can. And then we'll drill some pilot holes. All right, so I got the pedal fastened to the suitcase. And it's important to note that you should use a washer and a nut on the opposite side to kind of hold everything together. And also to keep it from tearing out you know, the exterior, interior of your suitcase. One thing you could do is maybe rip out all the fabric before you start. It may make it easier to access some of these things, but I didn't feel it was necessary. So anyway, well, there you go. There's the finished product. I had to put a massive amount of duct tape on my my pedal with the beater because it was broken, just to kind of show you. But yeah, it works. It works. Pretty neat.
playing them backboard blues.